Should be an answer, doctor. SORD value, serum meta ascites albumin gradient. You heard it, na? Just you must tell me increased or decreased or decreased or increased. For 4 scenarios: TB, nephrotic syndrome, constrictive pericarditis, hepatic metastasis. Should be 4 answers. IIDD, IDDD, DDDD, III. What is your answer? What happens to SORD value? Will it be more than or less than? Otherwise, increase ka matlab more than 1.1 or less than 1.1. Increase, decrease, decreased, increased is what Dr. Samira says. You also agree with that? Increase, decrease, decreased, increase you mean? Huh? Okay. Increased, increase, decrease, decrease says Madhu. Increased, decreased, decreased, increased, even Vizag says. So doctor, SORD more than 1.5, 1 less than 1.1. This is another prometric center. While answering you will remember me. Nephrotic syndrome, tuberculosis, malignancies. In all this there is a leakage of protein, hence serum ascitic albumin gradient will be less than 1.1. Whereas any pre-sinusoidal, sinusoidal or post-sinusoidal portal hypertension related ascites, in this the SORD will be more than 1.1 is what you have to emphatically remember. So what is your answer, doctor? It will be decreased, decreased, increased, increased. Should be your answer. Even massive hepatic metastasis leads to sinusoidal portal hypertension is what you have to remember. Now coming to the ammonia. I think we have about 60 online viewers. Very happy that they are all participating in the discussion, sitting in the home or probably in the hospital with a Wi-Fi internet connectivity. In view of the power cuts, you need to have 3 things to attend our class. One small battery UPS in the home, one good 1 Mbps line, and a chair to sit and a computer to see. You are the world's best teachers we will bring to teach on this floor to make your preparation enthusiastic every day, starting from Jan 7th for the next batch of the students. Every day 3-hour session we have interactive where we have 1 hour session followed by a quiz, discussion on the quiz, then another 1 hour session, then quiz. So every day incrementally we improve. It's a 30-week session which is being planned starting from Jan 7th. So doctor, what happens in respiratory acidosis? Typically in the case of the acidosis, kidney compensates by getting rid of the H plus ion from the body. How will it do? Glutamine converts to glutamate and releases one NH3 which binds with H plus, leads to NH4 plus formation which will be lost into the urine. So that is how the compensation occurs. Now coming to the small intestinal sodium chloride absorption, it is typically a electrically neutral absorption where the sodium get co-transported with the chloride is what you need to remember. How is dietary triglyceride transported, doctor? It is the chylomicrons which are basically responsible. Now, though the intrinsic factor is produced by the auxentic cells of the gastric mucosa, the intrinsic factor cobalamin wedding, marriage, where will it happen? It happens in the duodenum. Now coming to the iron, iron is typically transported bound to the transferrin, as all of you know very well. Shoot me an answer, doctor. Diastolic decrescendo high pitched blowing murmur which is best heard if the patient sits, and it increases with a decrease in the preload like a hand grip exercise. Which valvular heart disease are we talking about? Who will give me the correct answer? lump, lump kind of a sound, like a respiratory sound. You like to say HOCM MS. HOCM MS. Any other answer you don't want to think of? Best heard by sitting. Generally our tendency is Valsalva maneuver, hand grip means we think of only MVP, HOCM. See, they are the maneuvers which are used to test any murmur. Only thing is, it is aortic insufficiency murmur, doctor. Aortic regurgitation. I am surprised no one answered it. Everyone, acha, you are all now single liner answering mood. Hand grip, Valsalva देख लिए तो चलो भागो और आंसर करो HOCM or MVP. No, no, doctor, no, no. We don't agree that. Diastolic, early diastolic murmur, EDM in the neo-aortic area. A blowing quality, similar to the lung sounds, it will have the frequency. Best heard in the sitting up position. Now what is the speciality of the medium chain triglycerides? Typically, unlike the long chain fatty acids which require them to be packaged into chylomicrons, they are more water soluble, they don't require to be packed into the micellar structure is what need to be fundamentally remembered. Now coming to the intestinal motility, it is the distension of the bowel wall which is responsible for initiating the contractile activity is what I want to underscore to all of you. We have three kinds, as you all know very well. Peristaltic, segmental and tonic contractions are the different forms of the contractile activity in the small intestine. It is the umbilical vein which contains predominant amount of oxygen out of all the various vessels which have been given over here. Now, during the cardiac cycle, when will be the coronary blood flow will be highest? See, coronaries, they open their mouth into aorta. When the left ventricle pumps the blood into the aorta, when the aortic perfusion is very high. See, when will blood will be pushed by the ventricle into the aorta, doctor? When the LV undergoes systole. Agreed? What is the effect of systole on the perfusion of the coronaries? Coronaries will be squeezed and perfusion diminishes. So that is the reason at the beginning of the diastole, when the perfusion of the coronaries will be highest is what you have to ultimately remember. The perfusion pressure to the coronaries is related to the aortic pressure at the osteo of the coronaries is what you need to fundamentally remember. Now coming to the ventricular muscle, it is the titin which decides the stiffness and the scaffold of the sarcomere is what you have to ultimately remember. Chalo, this you have to answer correctly. Systolic ejection murmur. I am not talking a diastolic blowing murmur of the AR. I am talking about systolic ejection murmur heard along the left sternal border which increases with the Valsalva maneuver and standing. What is your answer? MVP or HOCM? We should then, because it is systolic ejection murmur, the location of it along the left lateral sternal border points towards a LV outflow tract. So that is the reason, that's good. All our online students now correctly come to the point. HOCM. Valvular heart disease, doctor, there are only 3 valves. Forget about tricuspid. Nobody will ask tricuspid. MS, MR, AS, AR, if you still have energy, PS, because it's a part of the TOF. Epstein's anomaly, MVP, HOCM. These are the things which you have to be very sure. Now coming to the systolic and pulmonary circulations, what is similar between the two and what is dissimilar between the two? You have to be very sure. Both right atrial, left atrial pressures are more or less similar. 2 millimeters of mercury. 2 millimeters of mercury is what need to be remembered. Can you give me a better volume? The right and the left ventricles are in series, so that the right ventricular and left ventricular outputs are equal. And since 72 beats per minute is a rate at which right and left ventricles beat similarly, even stroke volumes are also same. But the pulmonary vascular resistance is lower than the systemic circulation. Hence the pulmonary pressures are lower than that of the systemic pressures, is what you have to ultimately remember. Now if you take the heart, can you give me better volume? I hope the voice is clear. Now, if you look at the heart has got a very high rate of metabolism compared to its blood flow. That's the reason arteriovenous oxygen difference will be highest in the case of the heart, is what you have to ultimately remember. Now, what is the mechanism that can compromise the stroke volume? What is the stroke volume? The amount of the blood that the heart has vomited into the aorta is the stroke volume. It depends on how much fill the heart at the end of the diastole. If there is increased heart rate, the time available for the heart to get filled is less. You agree? Because heart has to quickly contract, dilate, contract, relax, contract, relax. So high heart rate will decrease the diastolic time and diastolic filling, and any decreased diastolic filling will also decrease the stroke volume output. You agree with me? That's the reason stroke volume output will diminish if the heart rate increases, which in turn will decrease the amount of the diastolic filling time, is what we have to ultimately remember.